and now he's in the lead. This is it. That's what it's all about. That's right. It's true. They said that in the very beginning when they won at Darlington. Ted Dalin's like, whatever we do from here, we win Daytona because that's the big one right there. Winning Daytona 500 means everything in NASCAR. But then again, it's like that's only one race out of 50 races a year. So like you got to worry about winning the Winston Cup, but they're only worried about winning the Daytona 500. Listen, winning the Daytona 500 is a huge honor, whichever driver it is. But it's like, why not just win the whole season, not just one race? But then again,
because it's more cinematic if you say this is the only one that matters.
Yeah.
It's not just cinematic if you're like, you know what, Cole, if you just win this race, it actually doesn't mean anything.
If you win the Monster Mile at Dover International Speedway, or if you win the Brickyard 400 or the Coca-Cola 600, or what's that other one they do? The one at the Miami Homestead Speedway? I forget the name of it.
You do realize that my only reference for NASCAR racing is Days of Thunder, right?
Okay, well, I've been to Dover. Well, I've been to Dover International Speedway a couple times, and they call it the Monster Mile. That's the nickname of the track because it's a mile-long racetrack, and it's a monster mile because bad crashes happen at Dover. But then again, crashes happen at every track in the NASCAR circuit. So, are they out of the race yet? They will be about 45 seconds. Give me that pace car. Give me in front of that pace car. The race is over for us.
Well, and we learn also something very important coming up.
Just give it a high gear. Get me out there. I got it. Oh, that's how the jack. Okay, that's how they take the jack off. The jack comes down from the. I'm so sorry, I walked right into that. By the way, does anybody still eat at Hardee's or no? Is that a thing?
Never been to one.
Yeah,
you never been to a Hardee's?
I think I've eaten there like once or twice in the last 10 years.
I've been to. I was
about to say you were about to be like 25 years.
Yeah, I haven't been to a Hardee's in like 30 years, but like I'm just saying.
So we just learned that
Tim Daly gave him that engine.
It is one of his engines, as in Cole's car.
Yeah, I gave him that engine. That's why my boys are pushing.
So that's why they just helped him out because he always liked Cole. That's what's important.
Oh, look, it's a green flag. Is there a NASCAR game that anyone played on PlayStation 2?
There has to be someone who's dressed up as Cole Trickle at a convention at some point. There has to be.
You're gonna have to dig real.
I know, but I'm saying, dude, was a picture of it. The
what convention was
Daredevil Facebook page posted of someone dressed up as the Ben Affleck Daredevil. Oh. There's someone who dressed up as Cole Trickle at some point.
Well, here's
there has to be.
The best thing to come out of 2003's iteration of Daredevil was the soundtrack with Evanescence, "Bring Me to Life."
Yes,
I actually love that movie.
That is probably my favorite soundtrack.
The entire movie was
well, here's the thing.
To come out of it.
I have not seen Daredevil in a long time, and I think I have the director's cut.
Yeah, that's the cut to watch.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, I think I have it on my Movies Anywhere. I gotta check it again. But if I do, I will sit down and watch the director's cut.
It's good. And I really like Ben Affleck. Okay. Daredevil's one of my favorite Marvel characters. So
let me see how much it is on. Do they have that on? What is it called?
Didn't you say you have it on Movies Anywhere?
No, probably. But I'm just looking at this as a backup.
Yeah.
Let me see. Daredevil director.
It might be on Disney Plus. I mean, they own Fox now.
I don't know about that. Director's cut, I don't think, but
theatrical maybe. Yeah,
the theatrical cut they'll definitely have because they own the property. But
yeah,
it says the DVD version of Daredevil's director's cut is $11.82. That is not bad.
Well, also the Blu-ray is the director's cut.
Oh, okay. Well, this one's the DVD as the director's cut. So it says full-length audio commentary and featurette getting the devil his due. The making of Daredevil director's cut. Okay, that's cool. So it's $11. I can get it for less than $12 right now.
Yeah. I think it's worth it. I think it's really good.
I am gonna check to see if it's on my Movies Anywhere.
I'm a lot higher on that movie than a lot of people, but
I'm gonna add it to my list in case I need to get it.
There it goes. He's the winner.
Oh, he won.
He won.
We won.
I feel like I have to point out the obvious to Dustin because we're talking about Daredevil. It's like he's blind, and I have to be like, he won the race, Dustin.
Oh,
he won. Yay!
Dustin, do you know who won the race just now? He did.
Yeah.
Cole Trickle.
I don't know his name in the movie, but
It's Cole Trickle.
Cole, yeah.
It's just
Cole.
Tom Cruise. It's okay.
Yeah,
You
Tom
can just
Cruise.
say Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise won. Yay.
Tom Cruise won, yes.
I lied.
And then she gets covered with
Soot?
with
Yeah,
soot.
what even is that suit? Like,
I think it's soot, isn't
Yeah.
it? Or dirt, or what do you call it? Debris, something, whatever.
why'd she wear white to this? That's my
Who
question.
knows?
I know. Now her entire face is covered in soot.
Yeah.
I do enjoy this.
Oh, it's probably brake dust.
Oh, that's what it is.
Okay.
Harry.
Kicked up. Yeah.
Harry, say something.
Well, see, they don't mention in the movie. Once again, my only frame of reference for racing is Days of Thunder. So
my
Robert
friend
Duvall didn't teach us.
A friend of our
No.
YouTube channel, Dave, said if my schedule lined up, I would have been on the show with you, and I can point out all the things wrong with this movie because they got so many things wrong when it comes to stock car auto racing.
That's
I'm like,
no fun.
And I'm like, bro, I wish you could have been on the show. But then he said, I'm sorry, I got other commitments. And I'm like, darn it, that's a bummer.
You can just comment all the things they got wrong. So
I mean, if you want to, hypothetically.
You get some algorithm stuff by having comments.
We won.
There you go. I'm looking up for you.
Now, can you walk? I'm going to have to carry you. Where to? Victory Lane. I'll race your ass.
And no good 90s movie would be complete without
a running
freeze frame.
Tom Cruise running in a freeze frame.
Yeah.
Cold tickle. Ladies and gentlemen, despite all the craziness that has ensued during the course of this broadcast and the fact that I'm distracted by other things that are opened up on my computer system here.
Well, that's what happens when you have to have the movie on silent.
And it's right over here, right next to me on my DVD player. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion, the end credit sequence of what is known as Days of Thunder. So let's turn it over to our panelists here for just a moment here. First of all, Dustin, this is the first time you've seen this movie all the way through because you only saw bits and pieces of it when you were a youngin', a little bit.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, final thoughts on the movie Days of Thunder on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being pure trash, 10 being Shakespeare in the Park. What are you going to give this movie? I'm just curious.
I want to rewatch it again with the volume up and popcorn and all the
Hans Zimmer
works. But I enjoyed it, so I'd say probably about at least a 6, 7, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I mean it's not like a perfect film by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
But it's entertaining, and I think like I don't know honestly what the lowest rating I would give a Tom Cruise movie, and for that alone, Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, Robert Duvall, Carrie Ewells, Ben O'Reilly. It's like this is a stellar cast, and I'm in. So for that alone, I would say at least a 6.
We need to have a few more kisses of champagne. Would that be all right? Oh, sure. Go ahead. Oh, open. What? 6? 6?
Yeah,
6 is good. Okay. Yeah. So you were staying in Gotham for a while? I'm intrigued by Alex's giant bat stories. Oh, right. Yeah. Batman thing. Yeah. That's a bit louder than McCorton Motiz, isn't it? And what do you do for a living? Well, anyway, Kearns, Matt, my man, the man who knows more about I'm Batman than anybody else around, or at least to a certain point. I'm so sorry.
It is Batman Day, so it's only fitting.
Listen, I've been reading this on my social media. It is, in fact, National Batman Day.
Yeah,
I thought that passed, honestly. That's why
no.
I guess I've been seeing stuff ramping onto it. And
John Jackson Miller, who's been writing the tie-ins to the original '89 Batman, is talking about the release of his upcoming book, and he said, "Hey, I'm about to see the movie tonight for the 13th time, and it's Batman Day." And his new book is coming out in October when he's going to be appearing at New York Comic Con. Congratulations to John Jackson Miller on Batman Revolution. Can't wait to get a copy and read that sucker. I'm excited because Batman is one of my all-time favorite movies.
I saw '89 for its Dolby release a couple of weeks ago.
Good for you, because Dustin and I didn't see it. Dustin and I didn't see it. But you know what, Matt? You know what the beauty of having movies anywhere is I can watch Batman '89 anytime I want. That is the beauty of being able to watch that movie on repeat as many times as I possibly want. But anyway, final thoughts on Days of Thunder featuring Tom Cruise and company, and scale of 1 to 10. What are you going to give it?
For me, I said at the top of the show, I think this is like an ideal summer movie. I think it's so much fun. I think the characters are great. The cast, as we mentioned, like it's it's funny because nowadays we look at it as a who's who, but at the time, like Carrie Ewells wasn't real. Well, I guess he had done Princess Bride, so I guess he was somebody. Like Nicole Kidman wasn't really anybody. John C. Reilly wasn't really anybody. I think it's just a lot of fun. Yeah, I made the joke of like it follows that very Tom Cruise kind of like pattern his films were in, but it's fun. Like I said, this is one of those like Saturday afternoon, Saturday night movies that you can just kind of throw on and just have a good time with. It's a great score. It's a nice little story about all, these characters that you like. You do like Cole, like and I appreciate that, because sometimes Tom Cruise characters can be guilty of like being the best at everything. It's nice that like they have moments of Cole just being like, I don't get this. Like, I don't know anything about cars. It's rare, and I appreciate it. I said it during the commentary that, Tom is really good at infusing a lot of humanity into characters like this. So I love it. Rating on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm probably going to go an 8 or a 9. Like I said, it's one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies. I think it's really, really good. I think Tony Scott just proves why he was such a good director for blockbusters, and I think when he passed away, like, to just think of what he could have done with a superhero movie in this kind of day and age that we're having, I would have loved to have seen it and seen what he could have done with a lot of different movies. So yeah, great movie overall.
Fair enough. No, it's good stuff, man. Yeah, so for me, even though I was very much distracted because I'm looking at one too many tabs open on my computer, I'm going to have to go back and watch this again with the volume turned up, with not worrying about subtitles, because my DVD cut of the movie has the only subtitles it has available are French subtitles, and I don't speak French other than cursing. So I can't really do that. Sacre invaders. That movie turns, what was I going to say? 35 next year. Beauty and the Beast turns 35 next year. Beauty and the Beast, the original Beauty and the Beast turns 35. Yeah, 1991. Remember that? Yeah. So we will be celebrating that on Movie Watch Along next year for next season. Get ready, because that's going to be a heck of a time.
Adam's Family Values is also...
well, no, that was 93, I want to say. So
Five Goes West. I know that was the other anime movie that came out like the same weekend as Beauty and the Beast.
Wiley Burp, yeah. Not Wyatt Earp, but Wiley Burp. The Lady Eye. Sorry, I watched that one too many times on VHS as a kid. But my point is, Days of Thunder, very, very good to me. Tom Cruise, very, very good to me. So I'm gonna say this. I need to go back and rewatch this with not worrying about if the sound is on or not, because I know what I'm doing. I'm going to watch it with the volume turned way up. I like this movie. I still do. I remember a lot of the dialogue. Maybe not all of it, but I remember enough. And it's got a good cast. And listen, is this movie Shakespeare? No. Is this going to win any Oscars? No. Is it one of Tom Cruise's top 5 greatest performances in the history of his career? No. But it's fun. It's enjoyable. It's a breeze.
That's right.
It's got great cinematography. I forget who did the director of photography. I apologize. But Hans Zimmer is one of the best composers that's ever been. There's no doubt in my mind. Tony Scott, same guy did Top Gun. He did this. He did Unstoppable. He did Man on Fire. Once again, that was with Denzel Washington at the time. Tony Scott has done a lot in his career before he passed away. So my hat is off to Tony Scott and the crew. I think the casting for this movie and the personalities they were going for work really, really well in the context of the film, Matt. It's good. I enjoy it. I'm going to give it a 7. I think it's a lucky number 7. 7. Sorry, not 11. But 7. That's a Josh Hartnett movie. And it's funny. Also that guy was going to be like the next It guy, and then he disappears for years on end. And then he comes back in Penny Dreadful. He does a few movies here and there after that. And it's like, Josh, buddy, pal, where have you been? You make a cameo in Sin City, and then you just kind of disappeared after that. What the frack, man?
Yeah. Well, Hollywood does that a lot. They have those.
They push these actors.
Yeah, Sam Worthington.
Garrett Hedlund from Tron Legacy. He was another one that they pushed.
They just go, you're going to be the next superstar, and then
it just never materialized for Josh, and it didn't materialize for Garrett Hedlund either. And I feel bad for him because Tron Legacy is one of my favorite movies. So, and I met Garrett Hedlund at Fan Expo in Philadelphia, and I walked up to him and I said, Garrett, buddy, no, I didn't call him buddy because we weren't friends yet, but I did tell him. I said to him, Garrett, what you did in Tron Legacy is a really good film. I think it's underrated to a certain degree.
Yeah.
I think it's really underrated. And I just want to tell you that Tron Legacy is a good movie. And I want to
he was
congratulate
also
you.
in that country movie.
Yeah, Country Strong, I think it was.
Yeah, and he actually did the vocals for it.
Legacy.
Oh, he did the vocals for that. I didn't know that. Garrett Hedlund's got some skills. If anyone doesn't know about that, look him up on imdb.com. # not a sponsor. But here's the point. 7 out of 10 for Days of Thunder. Check it out. It's worth a watch. It's fun. It's breezy. Whatever. It's an hour, 40 minutes of your life you're not going to regret. At least I don't think you will.
Yeah, it's under 2 hours.
It's about hour 45 minutes, really. So it's really quick. It's less than 2 hours, like Matt said. So it's cool, right? I can dig it.
It's fun. Like, it's also, there's a lot of funny
and it's funny. It's got some funny moments to it. Like Randy Quaid, Robert Duvall, and Tom Cruise in a scene together. That works. Like, it just works, right? Like, you know what I'm saying. So check it out. It's on streaming. It's available on physical media. Once again, Matt and I have said this before. We'll say it again. I have it on DVD and Blu-ray. Not ashamed to say it. It's cool. I dig it. Check it out. But that is going to do it for, what is it called? Days of Thunder. What movie are we doing again? Turning 35. 1990 was a solid year. Solid movie. And it was a good blockbuster season for a good number of reasons. So there's a lot of reasons to celebrate different movies. And just to let everybody know, next week we're going to be celebrating 10 years of Sicario from Denis Villeneuve. And that is not a happy-go-lucky movie. That is a very dark, interesting, well-written, well-acted, drama-driven film that we are going to be discussing and commentating on as we celebrate 10 years of Denis Villeneuve's Sicario, because his career has blown up in the last 10 years, if not more. Matt, someone wants to know more about you and the incredible things you're doing over there. Where can they follow you on social media, my good buddy?
So you guys can follow me on Twitter at Kearns_Matthew. You can also find me on YouTube in 2 places. The first place is Matt Movies 611. That's where I do a lot of different things. I do video essays. I do fan-made trailers. I do what I call movie music tributes. It's kind of a dumping ground. And then you can also find me on Take 3 Productions, to where I host 2 shows. The first is a video essay series called Second Look, to where I take a film that I think is either under talked about or a bit overhated that I like very much. Episodes that I have planned coming up are Jaws 3, Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and Daredevil 2003. And the other show that I do is a podcast with my friend Abe Flores called Simple Tricks and Nonsense. That is a show to where we just hit go live and just kind of see what happens. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for having me again. And that's all the things you can find me doing on the interwebs.
Wow. I can't wait to see those episodes of Second Look on those 3 different movies. That is going to be something.
Yeah.
For sure. There's no doubt about it. But Dustin, first of all, thanks for being here and putting up with my nonsense, because I don't know what I'm doing here, honestly. I'm not even supposed to be here today. But if someone... Exactly, yeah. I like Clerks as well. Was that yeah, I met Dante and Randall at Fan Expo a couple years ago.
Nice. I met Kevin Smith in January. So.
Okay, I hate you now. So they signed an 8x10 from Clerks, and I asked them, could you sign this with your favorite line from the movie? And Dante wrote, I'm not even supposed to be here today. Randall wrote, this show would be so much better if it weren't for all the fucking customers. So it was great. It was great. And they're basically like your best friends. They're really chill. They're down to earth. They'll talk to you about anything you want, especially the movie and stuff they've done inside and outside of working with Kevin Smith. So they're very, very good to me. Comic-Con, very, very good to me. So, Dustin, you wear more than just that ridiculously good-looking cowboy hat of yours, even though you're in a dark space right now that no one can see you. You're living in a bat cave, man. It's creepy.
That's
but
right.
If someone wants to...
He watches movies in the void.
He probably does. I don't know. Does he? Have you done that before? I don't know if you have or not, but text me later if you have. I'm just joshing you, Dustin. We love you, brother. But it was great to see you. If someone wants to know more about you and the incredible things you got going on there. And also, Talon Crew is coming up.
That's right.
In a couple of weeks. And Matt Kearns is hopefully going to sit down with us and discuss all things Smallville at some point.
That's right.
So if we can get him in here during the first season, because the first season is still a solid season, in my opinion. But still, Dustin, where can people follow you again on social media? Where can they follow
at
you?
Masters of the Thunder Nerds. And we have a YouTube show that is found on YouTube at Masters of the Thunder Nerds, and I'm on Instagram at Masters of the Thunder Nerds. So all those good things.
Yeah, Matt. If you're not following this young man right here, you need to start following him on social media. He's got some really good stuff cooking in that oven. over there at the Meg.tv. And then obviously Talon Crew's going to drop in the month of October for this fall season, which I think is really, really exciting. And we're going back, man. We're going back to where it all started. And Smallville is one of those shows you can discover things.
It feels like home.
It really does. It really feels like home. And, hopefully we'll get Matt on there and he'll dive into some of the episodes we're going to be discussing in season 1, hopefully. Because I would love to hear your 2 cents on certain storylines that play out in season 1. It's very, very good to me. Superman, very, very good to me. So my name is Ryan of I Quote Channel. If you want to know why I'm talking in strange impressions or accents, follow me across all social media. Where am I pointing to? Where is it? There it is, right there on this the thing with the thing. Name tag. It's at And I Quote Channel. You can follow me there. All kinds of great things coming your way very soon. Movie watch-alongs Friday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time. And I Quote, the flagship show on Saturdays at 12 p.m. Eastern. And once again, the next movie watch-along on Friday night, September the 26th, we're going to be celebrating 10 years of Denis Villeneuve's Sicario with Emily Blunt and Josh Brolin and Benicio del Toro, who gives a riveting performance in that film. But thank you for being a part of Days of Thunder's 35th anniversary watch along, even though it may have sounded like something different. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, and happy 35th anniversary to the entire cast and crew of Days of Thunder.
Hold on a minute. Don't you think we ought to talk?
What, about how I'm gonna run? Sure.
About how you managed to live as long as you have.
Think you can drive?
Oh, he can drive. He can drive beyond the limits of the tires, the engine, the car, anything else.
There's nothing I can't do with a race car.
Well, that's the difference between you and me. There's only so much I can do.
You want me to work the pit and you drive? You run good? Thank you. We'll see how you do in a crowd. I was desperate to get your attention.
Well, you got it. I walked into a jungle.
Come up here and do it. I'll take you to a race.
Really, I can't. I'm a doctor. I'm cool.
Think your driving can improve? I'll take your word for what a car can do, but I'm not taking anybody's word for what I can do.
I don't want you to hold a bad opinion of Cole. I believe it scares him. He needs reassurance from you that he's okay. After all,
How could you ignore me like that? I wasn't ignoring you.
you're his doctor. See, a driver gets his bell rung and a couple of lights flicker. And loses what he needs more than his eyesight, more than his reflexes, more than anything in the world.
I've raced with my legs broke, heart bruised, eyes popping out of my head like they're on springs.
He loses his need. The need to drive right out there on the ragged edge.
He doesn't believe you can drive anymore.
How long before you find out if you're really good?
You just want to race again.
Are you really lucky?
You get back in that car, you'll die.